What's happening, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. Yep, it's Mahlon Tane, and I got Big Boy right here next to me in Turkey. He's on his way over here too. Anyway, today we're gonna be replacing the fuel injectors on this Benz. We already removed the air intake filter and the air intake hoses. All right. So what we want to do is we want to remove this wire tied right here. I believe that'll work. Yep. And we'll want to unscrew that right there. Now on this fuel line, you could do it two ways to drain the fuel line, or fuel rail, I mean. You could either drain it out of this valve core right here, or what I like to do is just disconnect the fuel line, since I have to disconnect it anyway. Alright, so without further ado, let's move on forward. We'll just normally you have another wire tied over here, but I didn't put it back on, I believe, last time I replaced the valve cover gaskets in this one. So you just basically raise this up slowly. Alright. Now I believe this right here is a 8mm nut or screw. You simply remove it. Alright. And as far as this vacuum line, you could just go ahead and pull it up to simply get it out the way. All we trying to do is get things out the way off the fuel rail so we can have better access. Alright. Okay. What I ended up doing, I decided to just go ahead and screw the clamp back together. It's out of the way. And I have this freed up already, as you see. And so now we just have to deal with this breather line. It's real simple. You just go right here, I'll stick my index finger and pull it out the booth. Like so. And now you could just wiggle this on out of the way. So like I've mentioned, I like to disconnect the fuel line from the fuel rail. That's just how I like to do it. So what I want to do is slide a rag underneath that connection, just to catch whatever little fuel is going to drip. Grab me a 17mm. And by the way, I did bleed this fuel rail earlier, utilizing this valve stem right here. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm not expecting that much fuel to come out. 17mm. Now, you might have some folks that will tell you you don't have to disconnect the fuel rail from the fuel line. Just go ahead and remove the rail itself with the fuel line on. You could do it like that too. I'm just not, because I'm actually going to check to make sure we have a clean rail. So I'm actually going to try to blow these lines out. As you can see, the fuel is flowing out. Just want to catch it with this rag. And now it's done, pretty much. Just prop this fuel line up out the way, and it should be just fine. There it is, y'all. While that's draining, we'll go ahead and use a E11 socket to remove the mounting bolts for the fuel rail. There's 4 of them. On this side right here, you'll just have to raise this up, this harness cover up out the way to access it. Giving y'all a different angle there so y'all can see a little bit better. All right, there it is, y'all. Let me get these bolts out the way. All right, we'll go ahead and grab our rag out the way and get ready to raise up this fuel rail and injectors. And we'll just pull up on it slowly. All right, let's move this out the way. Yeah, we got the fuel rail out. Let's go ahead and completely remove it out from under this harness. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this hose out to give me a little bit more room to work with, so I can access this injector on this driver's side a lot better. And just pull it out the way. All right, now we're going to disconnect the fuel injector pigtail or harness from the injector itself. You have these 2 metal push-ins right here. You just want to push them in. You just want to squeeze them together and wiggle it out. Okay, like so. And I have 2 more on this driver's side that I need to do. So let me get these off. They are pretty on there, man. I mean, pretty. They are on there pretty good. But just squeeze it and wiggle it. Let's get to this passenger side. Let me get this in a different angle. Yeah, I was gonna have that stubborn one. Alright everybody, here's the rail on the ground with the injectors. Now we'll just replace the injectors. We did get our injectors. We finally received it. Took a long time, y'all, but you know, Ontario is pretty far away. Not really, because it's Ontario. But they finally made it here, and I'm glad and I'm happy about that. All praise to the Most High. So we do have 6 injectors, and let's make sure they match. As far as part number wise, trying to get this camera to focus, y'all. Don't want to focus. There we go. Alright. 02801. Big boy, come on now. 156014. It is identical part number, y'all. So let's slap these bad boys on. You know what I mean? Alright, so now to remove the fuel injectors, I'm using a flathead, and I'm just gonna stick it to the back of the rail or the back of the locking mechanism, and I'm just gonna kind of like give it a little push, basically walk. I mean, that should be good enough. Same with the other one. It's not complicated at all, y'all. All we gotta do is flip the rail over now. And just slide them out. Alright, now we'll pull these injectors off of the fuel rail. Just grab it and wiggle it slowly, but surely it should come on off, like so. Still got your seals in there, which is good. Move on to the next one. Let's go ahead and remove these locks. This is where I was having problems at, with this injector right here. Alright, let's move forward. There it is, y'all. We have the injectors removed. All we have to do now is pop out these seals. That should be simple enough. Use a flathead screwdriver, but I'll be using some scribes here. That's it, y'all. So I want to go ahead and blow this line out, this fuel rail line. All right, I'm gonna blow it out with some air. All right, we're now going to install our first fuel injector. I just want to put a little bit of oil on it, on the seal. I'm just gonna use oil, just cause. And we'll go ahead and slide it on down, like so. All right, you can go ahead and put your locking mechanism on it. And we'll go ahead and do all of them like that. And let me show y'all how this goes. So you have a slot. You have a slot right under here that you want to accommodate. I'm kind of working backwards here just so y'all can see, like so. And just push it in. There it is. We're gonna do the rest of them like that, and I'll cut y'all back on. All right, we now have the fuel rail. We actually just have it sitting on top of the block. All we gotta do is push it down, and it should snap back on. Want to make sure all my harnesses is gonna plug in without a problem. Looks like we might have to readjust this one, so I'll be facing completely back like it was before. No problem. Simple enough. We'll just go ahead and loosen the lock and go ahead and spin the injector, pointing the harness towards the back and locking it back down. Okay, maybe I didn't turn it good enough. There we go. Well, this lock is something serious. There it is. There it is, y'all. All right, went on and installed that pigtail back there. Now we'll just push these down, back across this way. There it is. And now we'll put our connectors on. Turn this a little bit. All right. Now let's put on these mounting bolts. All right, now we're gonna snug down the mounting bolts for this fuel rail. There it is, y'all. So now we'll just set everything back the way we pulled it back. So all this right here is supposed to go up in here, like so. Alright. Let me finish harnessing this up. We'll go ahead and stick this breather hose down here. Like so. There it is, y'all. Yes, y'all. That's pretty much it. Let's not forget this clamp back here. Alright, we're now going to tighten up the clamp for our harness over here. Just like so. And now, we'll go ahead and hook up our fuel line. You gotta make sure this thing is going in evenly. You're not cross-threading it. Like right now, we'll just go ahead and double check to see and make sure. There we go. Threads are pretty dirty. Alright, y'all. There it is. We'll go ahead and fire her up, see what it do. Y'all know how we do it. Check it out. Oh, by the way, I still need to put the wire ties on here to help secure the harness. Alright, so let's do it. Let's crank it up. Big boy doing it, y'all. He can't even reach the gas pedal. Is he gonna figure it out? We're gonna see. Alright, big boy couldn't figure it out. I think he was just scared. So we got Turkey over here. Alright, go ahead, crank it up. There it is, y'all. Sounds kind of weird because the fuel rail was empty. But there it is. Y'all can hear it. That boy sounds good. Alright. I believe this bad boy ready to roll, y'all. Looks like it's got a little shape to it. That fuel rail needs to fill up. There it is. It's smoothing out now, y'all. Yep. Alright, y'all. So there it is. We got our wire ties on there where they need to be, as you can see. And now we're just going to put our intake filter covers back on along with the hoses, and we're going to do it just like this. And just like that, y'all. Remember, you can fix it too. And on that note, till next time. Alright, everybody. Just got done with the test drive and everything seemed to be operating smoothly. We cleared the code for the check engine light, and man, all praise to the Most High. It's doing good now. So that's how you replace your fuel injectors. Now, remember, we ended up replacing the fuel injectors because we replaced the fuel pump and also the fuel filter. All right. So remember, subscribe, lock down the notification bell, share, and tap that like. You know what I mean? And also, don't forget, you can fix it too. And on that note, till next time.